Hello everyone and welcome back to the Deloitte Women's Premier League show. We are back after I think a 2-week break and I hope that you guys had a good Hari Raya break. We all had a good Hari Raya break, so did I. It's still ongoing, guys, so I mean I'm not saying that we're going to invite you to our homes, but you know, just enjoy the moment while you have it. And also the league starts really soon, so I'm sure the girls here today are very excited. So I just want to introduce you all to our guest today. Today we have Azura from Hougang.
Hi, I'm Azura from Hougang. I'm a goalkeeper.
Welcome to the show, and she's got the blue away. I think I was going to say away, but it's actually the keeper kit, right?
The home kit.
The home kit.
Goalkeeper kit.
Home goalkeeper kit. Nice one. And we also got Insyiarah as well from Balestier.
I'm Insyiarah from Balestier. I'm a winger.
Wow, I love the intro today. And you know, it's the first time you guys are on the show, so welcome.
Thank you.
To the Deloitte Women's Premier League show. Again, just a bit of a reminder, you know, that you can catch all the highlights when it resumes on the Deloitte Women's Premier League Facebook page, and you can also catch all the stuff on SG Women's Football and of course Futbolita. So, like I said, welcome to the show, and today we're going to have two parts. So the first part, we're going to get to know our girls a little bit, and then we're going to kick it off, as we always do actually, with a fun game segment. I hope that you guys are ready for it. Okay, let's start with you guys. I mean, both of you all, can you tell me how you all got started in football? What was your story?
Okay, so I started when I was a toddler. I always follow my dad to his matches, and then I intend to just kick around the ball at the side of the flanks with my father's friends and his teammates lah. And then that's how I got into football. Then my father signed me up in this academy by FAS, I think, if I'm not wrong. Then I started my football journey there. Then as I grew older, I joined the national team, and then join more local teams lah, clubs lah.
So did your father play professionally?
As far as I know, he played for National S League and all sort. Then until he got injured on his finger, and then I think he stopped from there.
Which club in the S League?
Not sure. I think one of them was Home United.
Wow!
He's a goalkeeper, so I took his steps.
Follow in the footsteps of your dad.
Correct.
So that's very important in your career. I'm sure he's very proud of you.
Yeah.
You know, for yourself, Insyiarah as well, how did you get started in football?
It wasn't really anything special, but I think I started in primary school when my friends played, because at that time mostly guys were playing, so I decided to join them. And then at first I wasn't really intending to go far, but then after playing, then I met like a few people, interesting people, so I thought, why not try, and then I'm here now playing for Balestier.
So is it your first season at Balestier?
Yes, it's my first season.
Wow, where were you guys last season?
I played for WNL Winchester Isla as a player lah, trying out as a player, as a football striker, as a striker.
Wow, so this season is
since the start I've been a goalkeeper, so I wanted to try something new.
Wow, from a striker to a goalkeeper.
Then I see that my footsteps are always as a goalkeeper, so I came back as a goalkeeper.
Wow, it's so cool actually. You know, there's a flexibility, I guess, that you know, if you're starting out in football, that you get the chance to, because most of the time when you get older, you have to stay to a certain position. What about you, Insyiarah?
I was from Tanjung Pagar United, and then my coach Rana, called me up, so I felt like I was more comfortable with Coach Rana, so I thought, why not? And most of my under-19 teammates are there.
Oh wow, that's fantastic, guys, and I love to hear your story. So along the way, we'll get to know more about your. I want to talk a little bit about the SEA Games, since our girls are at the SEA Games at the moment, and maybe you can just talk generally, I'm sure you watched maybe their first few games, and also know their groups, right? So, what do you think of the performance of our Lionesses in general?
I feel like they've been improving since the last tournament, and then that they can do better for the next few games.
I think they are definitely improving, yes. It wasn't really a good start, but going up against a power country, so there wasn't really, we weren't a match for them. So I think their next game would be better. I think they could show more improvements and a lot of improvements, yeah.
How do you think we can improve, like our girls can improve? I mean, of course, like you mentioned, we're playing against Thailand, and actually I noticed it's a lot more different than the last time they played Thailand. They've improved, right? Or what else do you think we need to do? Do you think we need to be more quicker on the ball or on the counter?
Probably they can start with more attacking. Once they win the ball, instead of clearing, they could just start from the back, keep possession, and then attack from there, and then slowly build up. And then more communication, because I feel like they have a lot of miscommunication in the field. So they don't know who's supposed to go for the ball or who's supposed to receive the ball. yeah, etc. Yeah.
And it also can be in the moment, right? Because it's stressful, isn't it? Playing in SEA Games in front of everybody, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about, you know, your team standings. I mean, in general, how do you guys think your teams are performing in WPL? Maybe Insyiarah.
Okay, so for Balestier, I think it wasn't really a great start. We lost both our games, but for now we are having international breaks, so we are training more and we are getting more intensity training. So I feel like maybe we can get the next win and a continuous win. Yes.
What's intensity training? I'm very curious to know what Coach Ratna put you guys through.
So basically, intensity training is like we play a match, a two-a-side match, where we don't stop for any water break. So, like we prepare ourselves for the match intensity. Yes.
Wow, interesting. And how do you think your team's performing?
I feel like my team has been doing quite well. We won 2 games back to back, and then that we gave our all for both our games, and then I feel like we can do better in terms of communication, I guess, and then that maybe go for all out for all the games, and
Go
then
all out,
yeah, then get that first place back.
Vamos.
Yes.
I want to ask you all because, you know, we'd like to find out more about, you know, your highlight or your, what do you call, like a moment from your football journey that, you know, that you always remember, you know?
For me is when I start playing national. I went for the trial and I got selected, and my first trip was to Japan, playing against strong teams for the first time internationally. And then I was the first choice keeper for national, U14 if I'm not wrong. And then that was the best moment because it was the first time I represented Singapore, and then I played with the chest on my with the country on my chest, and then I played all the games and gave all the best to all the teams, and then I think we got second place.
Wow.
Yeah.
When was this? Which year was this?
2017. March 2017.
March 2017. So you always
I
remember
was 13 years old.
that moment,
Yes, correct.
Majulah. Insyiarah, what about you?
I think the most memorable one was AFC this year. I started national last year and I wasn't really playing. I was always a bench warmer. So, but for AFC this year, I started and I felt proud. You know, I was actually getting somewhere. I was improving. So, it felt really good to actually start and make my parents proud.
Oh, that's so nice. And I've been following you guys' campaign in AFC as well. It's nice to know. Actually, the family support is very important.
Yes,
They're coming to all your games.
Yes.
You know, despite all of what people say, to be honest, out there, you know, you guys need to support our women's team a little bit more. Okay, and I just want to ask you all, we like to ask this as well. What do you think needs to be improved in the WPL in general for women's football here?
I feel like we need a scoreboard, because if not, we have to keep asking the referee how long more does it need to take, like how long the game gonna end, and etc. etc. And then I feel like we are playing on a public field, so there's a public outside on the track, especially at Yishun Stadium. So I'm afraid that when we about to kick the ball out, we accidentally hit the public. So injury for the public is more important to us, because we don't want to get anybody injured.
Honestly, I think the game should just be stopped lah. I mean, all the other activities should be stopped just for the game. But it's a tough one to ask. What do you think needs to be improved?
I think the pitch needs to be improved, because, for example, at Yishun Stadium, when it's raining, it's very slippery. It's prone to injury for our players. So I feel like they really need to improve the pitch.
Pitch conditions and scoreboard, guys. Scoreboard is what I heard in the first episode. I really hope that we can finally add a scoreboard. Also, I think we manually need to do it for you guys.
Yes, please.
go to the game and do that. Okay, you know, I just want to ask you all, because this is what we've been asking every week, and I love to hear what everybody has to say, every single player who has been on this show, right? So I want to ask you all, since you all are young, is there any player in the national team or anyone in Singapore football that you look up to?
Actually, look up to Nur Insyiarah. She is a very good team player and a good vice captain. She's been training really hard to get into the SEA Games, and I'm very happy for her that she made it through. She was selected for SEA Games, and I hope that she gets to play in one of the games lah. Yeah, so she's been training really hard. I've seen her at home. I've seen her how packed she is with work and school, etc. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been on the show before, Rauda. So good to know that she's made the team. And for you?
I think someone I look up to is my teammate and my best friend, Wan Nashira. She's my under-19 teammate. Despite all the hardships she goes through, doesn't matter physical or mentally, I think she's still playing football, and that's what's important. She always support me in everything I do. She will even offer to go training earlier just to, train extra training with me. So I really appreciate you, Wan.
So nice. Besties, are you guys besties? Oh, I love it. You're talking a little bit about mental health a little bit. I just want to ask you all, do you think enough steps are being done in terms of mental health for women's football here? Because to be honest, from all the videos I do sometimes about women's football, I do see some of the comments that people are saying it does take a toll, and sometimes I delete these comments. But I want to know, do you think enough is being done for you guys here in this space?
Honestly, I don't think enough is being done. I think I think the support from friends and family is important, so it's playing a part in our mental health, yes.
Alright guys, it's time for something fun on the Deloitte Women's Premier League show. Since we have no highlights this week, we're going to replace it with a game segment as we did last week, and it was actually quite fun with our dear friends. So let's start with, a multiple choice about women's football, and whoever wants to answer can go first. Okay. Don't just try. Okay. First question, who is the current captain of the England women's national football team? Is it A, Karen Bartley, B, Steph Houghton, C, Nikita Paris, or is it D, Fran Kirby? Who is the current captain of the England Lionesses?
I think A.
Karen Bartley?
Yeah, I think A.
I think it's D.
D. Unfortunately, guys, it's not. It's not of it. It's actually Steph Houghton, guys. Initially I thought it was Nikita Paris, but it's not as well. But yeah, the Lionesses have done very well. I'm sure you have, they won the recent Euros. Okay, let's try a next one. It's about the Women's World Cup. Okay, guys. Which country hosted the 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup? 2011, guys. You're already born 2011, I'm sure.
Okay, yes.
Is it A, Germany, B, Japan, C, Canada, or D, France?
Japan.
Which country? Okay, I'll give you a... You want to try?
A.
What's the country?
I forgot.
Germany.
Yeah.
It is Germany.
Oh.
It is Germany. Germany hosted 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup. Japan won that one. So yes. Yeah, you are sort of,
Yeah. You got it.
Okay, I'll give you an easy one. This one is quite recent. Okay guys, who won the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup? The recent one, 2019. Is it A, Germany, B, United States, C, Japan, or D, Norway? The recent 2019 FIFA.
USA.
That is correct. You want to do the Megan Rapinoe teacup? You know that celebration? Yes, that's the one. Okay. Since this is a bonus one, okay? So since you said US, who was the top scorer of the 2019 FIFA Women's World
Alex
Cup?
Morgan.
Alex Morgan.
I haven't given you guys the options yet. A, Marta, B, Alex Morgan, C, Sam Kerr, or D, Megan Rapinoe?
B, Alex Morgan.
Alex Morgan.
It's not Alex Morgan.
Sam Kerr?
It was Megan Rapinoe.
Megan Rapinoe?
Yeah, Alex Morgan was like one goal down. So.
Oh man.
But yes, Alex Morgan has been fantastic, as well. So that's actually a trick question, okay?
Tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one, huh? Who is the all-time leading scorer in the National Women's Soccer League in the United States? Is it A, Alex Morgan, B, Sam Kerr, C, Marta, or is it D, the Canadian Christine Sinclair? You mentioned it just now. She's
A,
Alex Morgan.
No, it's not. Just
Sam Kerr?
Yeah, it is Sam
Sam
Kerr.
Kerr?
Yeah, the all-time leading
what?
scorer. She's good lah. She's really good.
She's really good.
Okay, yeah,
Yes,
she's
she's
Chelsea.
Australian
Plus,
Chelsea
she kind of
player.
technically represents Asia, because she plays for
Australia,
Australia.
yes, correct.
So,
She is
so
the
that's
best player
our-
for Asia.
Isn't she? And plus, she's on the FIFA game as well.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
She was featured at the front page.
Exactly, right?
What a goat.
I love it that you guys love Sam Kerr as much
Yes.
as we do. Yay! To be honest, this is tough questions. It's not easy. It's Women's World Cup. Even some of the women footballers also
Yeah.
don't even know, and I don't blame you guys. Okay, so before we go, guys, thank you so much for participating
No
in the
problem.
game, by the way. Before we go, we always have this tradition of you guys giving advice to all the young girls out there. I know you all are young, but a lot of younger girls out there who want to play football. So we'll start with you first. I need you to look here and give your message.
My message to you is that just play, have fun, and don't ever give up in football if you really want to pursue in football.
Yay, that's a
All the
good
best.
one. Insyiarah, what about you?
If you think you can't, then you can't. If you think you can, then you can. Although it's a very short note, it's a very simple note, but I think it goes a long way for me. So you can do it. Let's go.
Well, I just want to say thank you very much, Azura and Insyiarah, for joining me. Today was a very fun episode because of you guys. I just want to say also all the best for the upcoming season and keep working hard. And I hope to see you guys playing for our Lionesses one day. And of course, for more on Deloitte Women's Premier League, do follow us on Facebook as well as Instagram. And of course, I'm Ash on Footballita, and I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
See you.
See you.
Bye.